pathetic earthlings. Who can save you now?
Well, look, Mark. Piranha 3D has come out, and Machete has come out, and that's kind of like the homage to the B movie. Well, this week we're doing a classic B movie.
Yeah, what were they homaging to? There's got to be these classic B movies. What's the best B movie of all time?
I don't know about all time, but I'm going to say it's definitely up there, if not in the top 3. That being one, Flashua Gordon.
Whew, Flashua Gordon.
Flashua Gordon.
Wow.
Flash Gordon.
His Christian name is Flashua Gordon.
Mark has never...
This was my Virgin experience with the... I'm actually here too, so I
get very excited about
My husband thought the movie was great. All I could think of was, oh my God, thank God Star Wars wasn't this.
Right.
This could have been Star Wars. I mean,
well, you know,
because Flash Gordon as a TV serial is one of the big things that influenced George Lucas to make Star Wars. Right. And then Star Wars comes out in 1977, it's huge. So everybody's like, oh, we need a space movie, let's get Space Story. Flash Gordon. Ugh, we dodged a bullet with that one.
But when you're like a 5 or 6-year-old kid, you can't tell the difference. So even the Walmart lizard masks look real.
Yeah, well, what's great about this movie is that B movies that, unlike Piranha 3D or unlike Machete, this is maybe B movies were made so little kids could enjoy them. And little kids can. If I was a little kid, I would love Flash Gordon. I wouldn't have a big problem with my kids watching Flash Gordon, other than the fact that A, I have no kids, and B, if I'm gonna have kids, they're gonna be Star Wars fans.
There is a great story in there. There is a great sci-fi possibility in there.
Yeah.
At one point they were going to do it with Ashton Kutcher. Thank God that didn't happen. Ming shot that down from outer space and said no.
Oh, the actual Ming.
Yes, he sent down hot
from
hail.
The planet. Where is he from? Orc or Melmac or what's it?
Mongo.
Mongo.
Yeah.
Strange object imaged in the Imperial vortex.
The story of Flash Gordon basically is, hey, guess what? I'm a football player, but he's. By the way, did you see the car he's driving?
Yeah,
he's like the greatest quarterback. He's in like a Pinto.
First of all, he's driving a beat-up car. He's listening to a football game on the radio. You're a quarter. What day do you guys play? You're listening to a game. Are you playing in the late game? You got to get to the field, Namath.
He gets on a plane. He's riding around. Just the travel agent. No one else is on the plane. They just need the travel agent. Doesn't matter. His agents. Other teammates, nah.
It's just he's holding out. The guy's like Darrell Revis. He was holding out until the last minute. There's a doctor that is hot on the trail of Ming. He knows that there's something evil going down.
Dr. Hans Zarkov, which is a great name. He's a crazy German.
Yeah, the best nutty doctor since Dr. Zayas.
Absolutely, and he basically grabs a gun. He says, "Hey, you flat." Wait, we didn't get to that part. Did you say that? You said that he crashed into the doctor.
Go ahead, wherever you want to pick it up. All right, pick up the story from again. There is a good story in there.
It's pretty much
the
how
one that they actually put on the screen is a bit flimsy.
Wait, you see the writer? Wait, so how are they getting together with Zark? Okay, whatever. Plane crashes, hot hail, Ming laughs.
Hey, you know what? Put the quarterback of the Jets in there.
They even threw in the B-movie version of James Bond. Timothy Dalton's in this film. And he's Prince Baron. I think he's great as Prince Baron.
Remove the Earthwoman.
Max von Sydow is Ming.
Right, right. I shouldn't say that. Max von Sydow is absolutely amazing in this movie.
Yeah. The same way that Star Wars blew up and then everybody wanted to make another Star Wars, all the actors saw, well, look, Mark Hamill and Harrison Ford, they thought that it was going to be stupid when they were filming it and it turned out great. This is going to happen with us, right?
Well, right. You don't think Max von Sydow was in front of the mirror going, this could be my Palpatine? No? I always thought that the dude, the main Hawkman guy, was what's the dude, the guy from Raiders of the Lost Ark, and
Sulla?
Sulla, but I know it wasn't. But I always get the two of them confused. You can see where I could get them confused.
It doesn't matter. I mean, he's a bearded Hawkman. He's good in his role.
You can't forget the Queen soundtrack.
I thought that if there's nothing else that holds up in the year 2010 in this movie, it is the Queen soundtrack. Queen kicking ass, Freddie Mercury being Freddie Mercury, Brian May crushing the guitar power chords.
Freddie Mercury was a big Flash Gordon fan.
Ah, there you go.
That may or may not be true, but I think it is, man.
You can see the guys in Queen sitting in the premiere like, hey, we did the soundtrack to we're the next John Williams in the London Symphony Orchestra. Then the movie comes on, they're like, we gotta talk to Freddie about this, guys. He's getting a little out of control.
How drunk were we? I'm gonna schmo it as my 5-year-old self.
Okay.
And I'm gonna schmo it as myself now. Okay?
Okay.
First, as myself, I'm going to schmo this movie and say it is a 1.5 out of 5. Okay?
5-year-old self?
5 out of 5 Schmoes. Absolutely 100%. How about you? Never seen the movie right now. What do you say?
It's like 1.1 out of 5 Schmoes.
Right.
Now, as my 5-year-old self,
Yeah.
I would give it like 3.7 out of 5 Schmoes. You know why?
3.7 once the Redskins came on.
Yeah, you know why? Because when I was a little kid, my parents were nice enough to let me watch Star Wars. So nothing is going to be as good as Star Wars. So,
but it served the appetite right before Empire, though. It was like an appetizer to Empire. I absolutely love this movie. It's one of my favorite sci-fi movies. It really is. And I can completely admit that it's horrible. I know that the dialogue is atrocious. I know that Sam Jones is laughable. But I love Flash Gordon. I love the potential of the film, and my 5-year-old self. Absolutely, I love this movie.
Why is there water coming from Christian's eyes?
It's true.
It didn't have to be the quarterback of the Jets. It could have been just a random schmo that went up there and taught them.
Unless it was Matthew Leinart, though.
If it was Matt Leinart, we're all in a lot of trouble.
We're gonna let Zarkov take this. You sit out this one, buddy.
You gotta think, what quarterbacks would do well in outer space? You know your Montanas, you know your Tom Brady's are gonna do. Tom Brady would have had this thing over in 3 minutes.
Right.
Now there's other guys like a Matt Leinart, like maybe a Michael Vick. He's having lizard fights in the basement, and he's not necessarily trying to save Earth.